the two coaches that Michael may think are better than Unai Emery. We got the Whitaker Brother Derby. City hosting Liverpool. Erling Haaland with a goal in the 27th minute was answered by a Trent Alexander-Arnold goal in the 80th. No substitutes were used for City in this game. What other interesting facts can I say? Because in all honesty, Michael, I don't know if you agree with me. This game is pretty boring.
You think so?
I mean, I think that it's one of those. I'm not trying to say that I gotta, I'm not talking to smooth brainers here. I know that, but like, this was a pitching duel, and if you like pitching duels, I liked it. Like, I sat there and I was like on the edge of my seat a couple different times, but I feel like the casual fan is gonna sit there and be like, this was pretty boring.
I likened it to chess. It was a chess match where if you follow chess, I'm sure that shit is very interesting to you. Mm-hmm. If I watch chess right now, I have no fucking clue what's going on. I just want to see the end.
Sidebar,
but
real quick.
Since I do,
TikTok shows some chess stuff. You know the Grandmaster in chess right now, which is kind of an effed up name. They need to get a better title for this dude. You know what his move is now? He just shows up 15 minutes late to every match.
Yeah, Magnus Carlsen.
Games.
Yeah, just a total dickhead. Anyway, go ahead, Michael.
Dude, he's sick. First of all, but yeah, I think if you are invested, this was I thought a really good game. I think at halftime you had said that you think both teams are playing really well. I thought we were horrible this game. I thought we had like a couple little moments here and there. Otherwise, I thought our press was getting just cut through every single time. I think there were a couple moments where we were really close, but we never, except for the one, I think it was a Kanji pass that Szoboszlai intercepted in the first half maybe. I don't think we ever stopped you until you got like a shot or cross into the box. Alisson was terrible. I think he might be out for like the rest of the year with a hamstring. He was bad though the whole game, and I don't know if he was hurt before that. I have no clue. I thought the defense was pretty well. I thought you could sit there and think like Trent was absolutely getting cooked, but like everybody gets cooked by Doku for the most part, and that's just something that you're gonna have to deal with because of the positives of him going forward. Yeah, I think this was such a big result for us because of all the talk about the 12:30 or 7:30 here, I guess. All the talk about the 7:30. Our form away is really bad. We never win at the Etihad, and I think we stuck in there long enough to get a goal, and I think that we were like annoying, and I think that's good for us right now. I think we need to be annoying, and this was like our biggest test up to this far.
So I want to get back to some of those things because I'm not trying to get you upset already, but I have an interesting take on some of that stuff. The one thing I'll say. I thought that Doku would have cooked Trent a lot more. He had Trent and Matip on that side, and I was like, all right, this is where the goal's coming from. It has to. Like, this is set up tactically to give up the goal, and they both held their own. I mean, like you said, Doku's going to make a lot of people look ridiculous. I think Trent was able to kind of avoid the one-on-ones as much as possible with him, and Doku got a great rating and created, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think we played a great first half. I think we totally just took our foot off the gas in the second half. I think it was just lackluster, to say the least. I think we weren't creating anything that dangerous in the second half. Wasn't as impressed with your midfield as I thought it was going to be, Szoboszlai and McAllister. But I think that second half was not good for us. And I think that you guys kind of stepped up and it took your chance and made it. The comment I was going to make, though, is all the talk about the 12:30 start. You guys know you're the ones talking about that.
Yeah, but everyone's talking about us talking about it, and they're telling us to shut the fuck up.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting.
You also, I want to just let you know, you're on the record saying that's fucked up how much we get that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Okay.
Sounded a little JJ McCarthy of you guys. No one believes in us type of shit. Just like,
I didn't say that. I just said there was, dude, there was a whole ESPN segment about it. I mean, I don't know. The worldwide leader in sports was talking about it.
True. Anyway, I thought it was a boring game. Talkers, you're the neutral parties here. Any thoughts?
It was a decent game to watch. I just don't watch it as intensely as you guys do because I kind of just want I want the field to go like Batman and Bane to blow the field up when you guys are playing.
Tough.
It's really
Wishing harm on
really
people.
hurtful.
That's pretty screwed up. Dylan, any thoughts?
But nobody gets injured, of course.
Okay, good caveat at the end.
Fun fact, did you know this is the second time in Premier League history the first and second place teams in the table played and neither was in first place after the game was ended?
No.
Where did you find that?
We did have a comment after, John, that I think we both agreed Arsenal are in first now, and I'm not worried about it.
No. Yeah.
Actually, the question I had
This
during
is
the
gonna
whole
be
game...
good. This is gonna be good to bring back at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Flip it.
The question I had during the game actually was I wanted to know what the Whitaker back and forth text chat was like, because our chat was whether you guys were sparing us or like you just want to have it on your own. What was the text chat like during with you guys during the game?
We didn't really talk that much because I thought you were with Lex and her parents, so I didn't want to blow your phone up.
Yeah, we actually got to do a little bit better about talking through some of this stuff. I think that 3 years ago there was a lot more back and forth to this. Now, I will say this, it's all civil, and then we wait to try to embarrass each other on this podcast because it's better for clicks, obviously. But for the most part, dude, I don't want to, sorry for our moms listening to this, like, I don't want to jerk off the Liverpool people any more than I already do on this podcast, which I'm sure people think. It's like, I have mutual respect for them. I will say this, and it's going to come back to haunt me. I know he had the assist. I think he's a little slower. I think Mo's a little slower. And I think I wasn't impressed with that either. And he had the ball, and normally I'd be scared, and I think I was scared for the first couple of minutes, and I just knew Nathan Ake had him. I don't know.
So, I think as a team, I think Nunez was poor. I think Jota was poor. McAllister and Szoboszlai, McAllister usually sits back, but Szoboszlai, Jones was, one of those 2-8s was literally pressing when Akanji had the ball up towards the defense, so they were like pushing up. I think it was something that we tried to do, and honest to God, I don't think it worked. That's why I said Unai Emery might be tactically number 2, because I think Klopp made a little bit of a mistake with that press, what he was doing. And apart from that one time Szoboszlai got the interception, I thought you guys bypassed us constantly. That being said, it's just interesting as you watch, like, the goal that we gave up was literally because Van Dijk took a chance to try to get Haaland offside, and Haaland just didn't make the run he thought he was going to. And because these teams are so good, it's one mistake. And obviously, like, you guys made a lot of other chances and stuff like that, but we're not bad defensively either. I think we have the joint lowest goals against. Maybe now Arsenal has it. But and the same thing with Trent. Gakpo makes that run. Everyone thinks that they might be passing him behind because that's what we do a lot. And Trent makes that run behind. Great finish. But that's really what separated these teams. And again, I just think we could have got pumped here based on that first half that I watched. And the fact that we didn't, the fact that we came back and scored, and then held out the rest of the game it felt like a win because I don't think we deserved it.
You won the tie. Liverpool won the tie.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that at all. The thing that was most frustrating is it felt like the goal came from nowhere. Like, that's... And I texted you that. That's, like, something that I did say. I was like, bro, like, you guys... It was just... The second half was a lull. Between us not being able to put you away, and then you guys, like, the chances would come here and there, but it was never anything too crazy. And then he kicks that ball, and there's a part of me that's like, that's a save, and then it just wasn't. And I was like, whatever. I feel bad for Alisson. I like Alisson a lot. I think you could tell that he was hurt earlier, so I think that'll be something we're dealing with. But
I also just think last thing is I think that one of the only things I sent to you was I get 2 reminders a year about how much I hate Bernardo Silva, and it's only because he's good. If he wasn't very good, it wouldn't matter. Mm-hmm. But he's everywhere. His face is always in a permanent crying look all the time. Just really bothers me. And that's about it. Yeah, I don't know about the substitution things. I don't know why Pep doesn't make any subs.
We got a Wolves fan on the podcast, and I think there's multiple times every week that we do this, and I make a comment, and I think Dylan wants to kick me in the balls below the table. This bench is not the best bench we've ever had. It's not Scott Carson, Ortega, Guardiola, Stones, yes. Rico Lewis, yes. Calvin Phillips, Sergio Gomez, Oscar Bob. It's not like the type of bench. I said yes.
Sorry. I thought you were gonna say something. Vardiol, Stones, Rico Lewis. That's 3. The thing that's so hard for me to agree that Calvin Phillips isn't good enough is because why did you get him then? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe get better recruitment or figure out how to work around financial fair play, and you could have better players.
Because you can pay whatever you want and get whatever you want, and you can just say, I don't need him. We'll just get rid of him.
Yeah, United knows all about that.
Now we keep that.
Tough game.
We don't get anything back for them. Will you settle down, please?
True. Anyway, we've waxed unpoetically long enough on this game. Michael, return leg. I do have a quick question. Are we finally going to see Van Dijk, Konate against us?
Probably. I actually don't know. I don't know why he didn't play. I don't know if it's because he just got back off an injury. Probably because he's pretty injury prone. The only thing I just remembered is I wish actually we would have started Gakpo instead of Nunez, because this is exactly the game where him off the bench would have been devastating.
Yeah.